video, I'm going to go over 4 Starlight projectors that I'm buried under. It's part of my quest to find a device or toy to help with visual relaxation. So these 4 I got from Amazon based on the reviews, as well as how very different that they look from each other. Now note, these 4 are from Amazon Canada, so the rankings will be different depending on which marketplace that you're using. So right off the bat, you can kind of tell this is the biggest one here. It is also the only one that doesn't have a remote control. This one here is the only one that doesn't have a Bluetooth speaker. All right, so let's quickly go over each one, and I'll kind of intersperse how they look like with the lights off. So this one here is the Galaxy Projector Skylight. It ran for $54 Canadian. And it does have a decent image of the moon, which is what I was looking for. You can see there's speakers on both sides, which is decent, but it's really not that great for loud volumes. And there's also no remote control, as I mentioned. Now the tripod here is a nice touch because you can adjust the angles, which I'm not going to do here in case they all go falling down. And it also has voice control, so the LED lights and the lasers can respond to the external stimuli, whether it be clapping your hands or the beat of the music. This one is the Galaxy Projector Skylight. This is probably my favorite one out of the 4, simply because of shablam, the moon. It actually looks like a moon and not a half smile. All right, so I'm just going to fiddle around with the buttons. You can change the colors of the waves. Red, green, white combos. Right, and then those green dots will just come and go. That's just one of the ways to do it. You could also just take it out completely. Like so. I'm here, I'm just playing with the buttons. You can take out this as well if you don't want it. But then it's kind of boring. I like it on. You can just have that on and nothing else. But I like the whole thing happening around here. This also fills up the entire room for reference. There's a door, wall. Yeah, I don't know what that brown thing is. I don't know if it's trees or if it's part of a planet. I have no idea. But this is my favorite one out of these 4. This one here is the Smart Night Projector, ran for about $65 Canadian. Now this you can control either with the remote control here, or you can download the app on your phone. And this one also works with Alexa and Google Assistant. This also has Bluetooth speaker. Now I found between these 3 with the speakers, this one has a slightly better one. Again, you don't want to rely on these as a Bluetooth speaker. It's just you know, it's an add-on. It's a nice add-on. This one doesn't have a moon, but it also has voice control mode. This one lights up the room pretty well, but you can change the colors, so that's probably why this doesn't have any moon. So to me, honestly, I need to see the moon. You can change those wavy ocean waves, as they call it, so you can go green, blue. I'm using a remote, by the way, right here. And you can only use the remote to do these adjustments. White, you can speed up the waves, or you can slow it down. You can add more of those laser lights, turn it off. You can time it so that this will turn off automatically in an hour or 2 hours. That's about it. This is pretty basic. It covers the entire ceiling and part of the wall. This one here I found is the most basic one of the 4. It's the Starry Sky Projector. This ran for about $60 Canadian. The speakers really isn't that great. And the moon image, also not great, in my opinion. Also has voice control though. Okay, this one is the Starry Light Projector. This is, I think they all kind of look alike. This one has that moon, but come on, that doesn't look like a moon. This covers more ground, I find, since it's coming down the walls. Covers the entire ceiling. All right, so let's play with these buttons. So you can change the colors, usual, blue, combos, no color. You can take that thing off and just leave it like so, or take off the laser lights. So this one is the fourth one, is the Aurora Sky Projector. Well, it's not buttons, but you can control it via just touching that. And this one ran for about $53 Canadian. It also has voice control. This has a nebula effect, so there is no moon here. So that may be something you may be interested in if you like that whole look of the, what do they call it? Aurora Borealis. This has no Bluetooth speaker, as you can see. Okay, this one is the Aurora Sky Projector. Also comes with a remote. It does not have a speaker. Nope, no speaker. All right, a few settings. So this is the Aurora as advertised. Let's change some of these settings. I'm just gonna press some of these buttons. And this one also doesn't have a moon. Pretty sure you can change the colors. 1 second. There you go. You can change the color of the Aurora. Now this one I noticed doesn't really fill up as much since it doesn't climb down the walls. It's just that part of the ceiling. Also, the remote does say select LED color, but I'm clicking it and it doesn't seem to have a lot of options as compared to the other ones I find in terms of color. You could also just take out the Aurora and have these lights, but nah, we'll put it back on. You can turn off the laser lights, and that's about it for the Aurora projector. So out of these 4 projectors, I do have a preference for this one simply because of the moon image, which was what I was trying to go for. And also lasers, they don't change color, so that I find kind of limiting. It would be nice to have a projector where there was shooting stars. That would be super cool. No, none of these ones do it, and from the ones that I've searched on Amazon Canada, doesn't do it. But one thing to consider if you really want that moving objects and really getting into the immersion of looking at the stars, the TV projector would really give you that. I did do a short video on that, so I'll put the link in the description below.